Hi, welcome back to Stacy Lee Beauty. This is day 3 of foundation week, and today we're testing the PERRICONE MD, and this is the no makeup foundation serum. The color I have is beige, which is a little too dark for me, but we're gonna go with it. And if you want to see how this applies and how it wears, then keep on watching. Stay until the end because I have giveaway details. Yay! So for day 3, I want to try the PERRICONE MD. This is the no makeup foundation serum, and this retails for $60. So we're going to do the e.l.f. Pore Putty. I am not happy about this breakout right here. I'm not sure what was causing that, but we're going to put the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer on this side of the face. So this is the no makeup foundation serum. It has SPF 20. The color I have is beige. It is a little darker than I thought that it was going to be.
Actually, this is the travel size I have, which only comes in one color, unfortunately, so that is why the color is a little dark for me.
I probably am going to have to mix in some moisturizer evenly with fingertips, sponge, or brush and blend in circular motions. Reapply as necessary to build desired coverage. PERRICONE is cruelty-free. I confirmed that with the brand a while ago when I did a video on moisturizers and I was talking about one of their moisturizers. They did confirm that they are cruelty-free. So here is what the bottle looks like, and it is glass. And I think I forgot to mention the e.l.f. one yesterday. It is glass bottle as well. So it is a dropper. So I'm going to put it on my hand first. Yeah, that is way too dark. I've used some Youth to the People moisturizer. I'm going to just put that on my hand as well and mix the two. Now that I've kind of made a mess on my hand. Yeah, it lightened it a little bit. So you can lighten with moisturizer. Just takes a little bit of work, and now I got a big old mess, but. Well, maybe I don't want to do that. See, this is what happens when you try things. Oh, got it in my hair. Because now putting it on, mixing it in with the moisturizer, at least trying to put it on with the fingers, I guess it gives you a light coat, but there's really almost no coverage, which I guess is the thing. It's supposed to be no foundation. So it goes on good with the fingers. Of course, I have the moisturizer mixed into it. Gives you a little bit coverage, but I feel like that it's not really showing me how it's going to be. So I'm going to wipe this off my hand, and even though it's too dark, maybe I can lighten it up with powder or something. We're going to have to go in with that because this isn't really, I don't think this is really going to tell me anything about how this foundation performs. So I cleaned off my hand, put a little bit on. It is definitely feels very lightweight. I can see why it's called foundation serum, because it's definitely spreads easier and feels more like a serum than a foundation. Yeah, that is pretty dark for me. But so with no primer, it definitely spreads easy. There's no problems with that. So let's just kind of work this out with a brush. Oh my gosh, that earring keeps falling off. Let's put the hair back. Without adding any moisturizer, you definitely get more coverage. It's very lightweight. It doesn't even feel like I have anything on my skin, but I feel like you do get coverage. I'm gonna put some of that on the brush. Yeah, and it blends out well with the brush as well. think it does give a nice finish. You can still see the skin through it. It definitely goes on, and I would say this is very, very lightweight. The last couple days, I've noticed that with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, I felt like foundation went on better with a brush than your fingertips. And this one is better out of the Laura Geller e.l.f. and this one probably goes on the easiest with fingertips over the primer, but I'm still thinking a brush blends it better. So as far as how this feels on the skin, this one definitely feels the most lightweight of the 3 that I've tried this week, because you don't even really feel like you have any makeup on. You can build it, but I think if I tried to build it, it would just look cakey on me. And I do have dry skin, dry to combination skin. My chin and my forehead get really dry, so I have a hard time trying to build up foundations because they just get too cakey. Even when I put on moisturizer, I think I do need to get some hydrating drops. And so I think that if this was my color, I probably would like this one the best, just because it feels so lightweight. I feel like there's not a huge difference between the side that has primer and the side that doesn't. This side has the e.l.f. primer, and this side does not. So let me know if you think you can see a difference. Again, this one has the primer. Do you notice a big difference? I'm not really seeing a huge difference. So I'm gonna finish up my face. For concealer, I am using the Pacifica. This is in color 20NF. And then for blush, bronzer, and highlighter, I'm going to use this palette. This is the Revolution Cheek Kit. Here's the color, and I'm just going to use a combination of those colors. I got a little bit of foundation left, and I'll just kind of bring that on down so it's not quite as noticeable. I don't know why my chest is getting all red there. I did notice that actually this palette, the blush and the highlighter, did seem to apply better with the side with the e.l.f. primer. So while the foundation, I didn't see a huge difference, and in my past 2 days, I haven't seen a huge difference, but with this palette, I do think that it applied better on that side. For lipstick, I'm going to go with Doll Hospital Cosmetics, and this color is Deep Rust. Here's what it looks like swatched. The finished look. If you would like to see how I achieved this eye look, this is the 3rd look in my Pure Barbie palette video that will be out later. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that one if you're interested in this eye look. Time for the giveaway details. What I will be giving away this time is I'm not sure exactly how you say it, so I'm just going to say the CAI Cosmetics New York. It's a 6-color concealer palette. Here is the cover of it. When you open it, Here is, it's a plastic coating. I don't want to take that off, but here are the colors that you have to play around with. And you do get a little brush in there. There is a mirror. It says the product is cruelty-free and does not contain parabens. It does have a 12-month shelf life after you open it, and it is designed in the US, made in China. So I will be announcing the winner on Monday's video. The giveaway will close Saturday night at midnight Central Standard Time this Saturday. And again, the giveaway winner will be announced on Monday's video. What you have to do to enter is give me a thumbs up, and you must be subscribed to my channel. So when I announce the winner, if you don't already have your subscriptions public, you will need to make them public so I can confirm you are subscribed, and leave a comment down below. If you have left comments, or if you want to go back and leave a comment on Monday and Tuesday's video, those would be extra entries. So for every comment you leave on this week's videos, you will get an extra entry. The rules are you must be 18 years or older, and right now, unfortunately, this is domestic only. I do hope to be doing international in the future, but this is domestic only. So again, give me a thumbs up. You must be subscribed, and for each comment you leave on the videos this week, you will get an entry. So I will be back here in about 7 hours and see how this foundation is holding up. This has been on about 7.5 hours. So this is the side, don't mind the pimple, with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And this is the side without. The glitter is from my eyeshadow. But as you can see, there's definitely some creasing right around here and around my nose without the pore. And there is still that with the pore primer. I feel like the primed side looks a little bit more hydrated, but, and let's see the forehead. Ooh, it's settling into the lines. It looks like right here it's kind of rubbed off, and my nose has rubbed off. So it definitely, and my chin is rubbed off. It's looking pretty dry right here. This was with no primer. So overall, I think that it kind of lasted a little bit for 7.5 hours, but it definitely is patchy. So I would have definitely had to have set it or reapply and touch up if I wanted it to look as fresh as it did when I applied it about 7 hours later. So I think so far Laura Geller has the most staying power of these three so far. I think that for short term, this is a pretty good foundation. But for long term, if you want to wear it 7+ hours, I would say it's probably not going to last you that long. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.